The Corsican red deer is an autochthonous subspecies of red deer found exclusively on the islands of Sardinia and Corsica. Its status is strictly protected by the Bern Convention and is listed among priority species in the Annexes 2 and 4 of the European Union Habitats Directive. Over the past 3 decades, several conservation projects have elevated the Corsican red deer presence, resulting in its status being changed by the IUCN from near extinct to least concern in 2018. However, several new threats may potentially affect the conservation of the Corsican red deer, such as the recent outbreak of the epizootic hemorrhagic disease, which may lead to unprecedented mortality of up to 90% in other ungulates such as the white-tailed deer. Concurrently, the increasing expansion of agriculture and tourism poses a threat to the Corsican red deer's habitat, leading to an increase in human-wildlife conflicts. The project intends to ensure the long-term conservation of the Corsican red deer by reducing the main threats to its survival and promoting the integration of this iconic species into the socio-economic, agriculture and touristic context of Sardinia and Corsica. The project will establish one health surveillance plan to monitor the health status of Corsican red deer and control the spread of epizootic hemorrhagic disease infection within Corsica and other European countries. The health surveillance will encompass more than 20 infectious and parasitological diseases, along with 5 very important zoonoses across 2 islands. And additionally, meticulous environmental vigilance will be maintained through the strategic placement of mosquito traps across various project sites, diligently tracing the presence of epizootic hemorrhagic disease and other emerging diseases. Simultaneously, the project will conduct monitoring efforts to assess the repercussions of genetic isolation among subpopulation of Corsican deer, as well as the effects of deer grazing on protected habitats. The project also seeks to establish a cooperation network that harmonizes the protection of the Corsican red deer with human populations by reducing damage to crops. To address conflicts between deer and farmers, a range of strategies are being implemented, and these include the strategic installation of electric fences to protect crops, vineyards, and others, the establishment of natural feeding grounds for deer, and the training of guardian dogs tasked with preventing deer from encroaching onto farmlands. The tourist season in Sardinia and Corsica extends now from June to October, overlapping with the deer's mating season, and this overlapping makes Corsican deer more vulnerable to impacts from traffic. In order to increase traffic safety and reduce deer road mortality, smart animal vehicle collision prevention systems will be installed in accident hotspots to prevent collisions. A preliminary initiative focused on managing the fertility control of the fallow deer, the primary contender for food against the Corsican deer in Sardinia, will be undertaken. These efforts aim to increase the conservation of the autochthonous species and institute a long-term, non-lethal management system to control the population across 2 islands where there are no large predators. The project beneficiaries will improve the management of the Natura 2000 network by establishing a web app portal to promote green tourism and citizen science. Several tasks will be undertaken to advance wildlife education and the ecosystem role of the Corsican red deer in primary schools through meetings and junior rangers activities. In addition, capacity buildings for tourist guides and a training course for farmers will be carried out to facilitate the transition to more ecological sustainable business practices. Finally, the project will recruit green ambassadors who will disseminate the best practices of the project to the public through social media and conventional meetings.